Do you get the sense that your football team, which everybody already suspects is a very close-knit group, has even gotten stronger through this kind of project as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think situations like this where you really have to come together for the same cause and support one another makes any group closer, especially a team. And it's been really cool to see how many guys on our team have really rallied behind it and want to support it any way they can. Not everyone is going to speak. Obviously, you can't do that, but I feel like we have a lot of guys that really want to support and play their role and do whatever that is that they can do. So it's been cool to see people learn, see people have conversations that aren't always the easiest, and we've grown a lot through it for sure.
Since Trevor can hear me and Darien can't, I'll ask this to Trevor, and you guys can pass this along. How ticked off were you guys as a team? There you go. How ticked off were you guys as a team with what you've heard from some of the talking heads in the media regarding Dabo Swinney?
I think it's a multiple different emotions. I think just because we know Coach Swinney so well, we've been around him, and we know his family, we know how he acts on a daily basis. We know that some of the ways he's been portrayed isn't accurate, but you have to look at both sides. And I think sometimes in situations like this, there's a lot of emotions, and people that don't know him, you just see a statement or you just see something that he says, and you might take it the wrong way. And so I understand where people are coming from, but me personally, knowing Coach Swinney, I know the man he is, and I've never, doubted his character because I've seen, the way he lives every day. So that's his testament to me is how he lives.
Darien?
Mr. West, could you repeat the question? I'm having a hard time hearing my other fellow counterpart on with us.
No problem. Tell the impression and the people that have made these comments about Coach Swinney. What was your reaction to it? Mark asked Trevor, were you guys upset about it? I mean, some of the things that have happened here in the last week against Coach and some of those accusations.
Yeah, I would just say, kind of piggybacking off Trev. I do understand where people are coming from, I guess from an outside perspective. And just like, and Coach Swinney's voice is to us, I think that's the biggest part, is that ultimately, like, he's trying to learn and educate himself on how to better handle situations like this in the future. Because I feel like we all, not just Coach Swinney, I think a lot of people in America, they're taking it. It's been a good time for people to self-reflect and look within and see, hey, where can I be more a part of the solution? Where can I educate myself more to help this cause? And I feel like that's what he's doing. And I would just say, as a player who Coach Swinney's been nothing but good to me and a lot of my friends on the team, I would just say I definitely wanted to defend him. But at the same time, I feel like more so than defending him on social media, I think our actions, like things that we're doing as a team and more steps we got going beyond Saturday that we're putting in place will show his true character. Because I think we'll be judged in a totality, not just by one action or one misunderstood word or message. But I think when people look over the totality of Coach Swinney's journey up to this point and the journey he'll have after today, I think people will really be able to see his true heart, his true character, and that he's a great man. And he really is standing beside, understanding, listening, and supporting his black players through this time.
It's interesting, guys, because the leadership that's being provided in not only this movement, but certainly within your program is fascinating because, as we work our way toward the fall of 2020 and now student athletes are coming back to campus for workouts and the progress that will take place all the way through the month of August. With the pandemic to start with, and now some things like this that behind it, Trevor, is this going to be one of the most unique challenges for student athletes, in particular successful programs like yourself, as you guys get back to it in the fall? I mean, this is a unique time in our country.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you'll see kind of who the mature teams are, if you will, this year. I think because there's been so many distractions, so much time off. So you'll really see who's been keeping up with everything they need to keep up with as far as workouts and getting ready, but also just emotionally and mentally, all the stuff that's been going on with the virus and now just all the injustices going on in our country. It's going to be, it'll take some mental toughness, some focus to really get back into the grind of preparing for this season. So I think it'll take a mature team to do it the right way. We can just, get some people on both sides to kind of meet in the middle and understand one another more. I think that's the main goal, because there's going to have to be a lot of love, a lot of understanding to really reconcile what's happened in our country. And I mean, I think we can do it, and that's why we've taken some time to try to organize this the right way, what we feel is the right way. And we think it's going to be awesome. I mean, I think we have a great community that'll stand behind it. So we're really excited to see what the turnout's like on Saturday.
Question, Wes, for the guys. Go ahead. Follow up. Go right ahead, since they can hear you.
Trevor, let me ask you and Darien both this. You guys both played successful high school programs. You know players at other schools. It seems that student athletes are going to have a major voice in this movement. Sports is going to have a major voice in this movement. We've seen players at the professional level already start to do things not only in actions but also in terms of fundraising. How connected do you think college student athletes are in this movement? You guys obviously are connected, but have you talked to guys at other schools, and do you have a sense that, as you mentioned earlier, this could be something that carries into the season in one way or another and impacts the season from a production and a movement standpoint?
Yeah, I'll answer, and then Darien can add what he thinks. But I think it's one of those things that it's important for a group to do it in a peaceful way that's impactful, because the more and more people start to do it, the more confidence other people get. And I think that's where we're at now, is people are finding their voice, and they realize the things they care about, they can speak up about. And I feel like in the past, a lot of times, people didn't have the confidence to do that because they didn't really know what the repercussions would be. But now we're in a place where people have that freedom. So I think it's important just to set a good example, and that's what we want to do. Is like Darien said, to be a continuation of what's been happening, and then what's to come in the future. So that's our goal, is to be a good example of, hopefully, the right way to bring people together and just give people a voice.